Hey guys, it's Rachel.
And Sharon.
Welcome back to Never Did Run True. It's still May. Still in our podcast studio. Still great times.
Still wearing these shirts.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that. At least mine is Never Did Run True. Maybe I wore it every time we podcast.
Hey, will you come to my cottage this summer?
Don't go to Russia. Come to my house.
It's ridiculous how many... I just got this shirt. This is the first time I'm wearing it. I have quoted it so many times today.
So if you can't tell, we're not over heated rivalry.
Never. We will never be over.
I don't think I can be. And it's only like 8 more months till they start filming the season 2, so.
I thought I saw that they had started filming, but I could be wrong. But also, I will say, shout out to the other Bennett sister.
Oh yeah, Sharon's been very into
I
that.
am very in love with it. I didn't watch it on a normal platform.
I wondered how you were watching that. It's BBC, right?
Yeah, so it's a BBC. It's not in the US yet. I sent you a video of how to watch it. Mm-hmm. I did that and I cast it to the screen so Sarah and I could watch it together. Mm-hmm. But you have to watch it. It's so good.
So, other Bennett sister, it's
about Mary.
Mary, okay.
It's very
Sounds good. I watched true crime because apparently my psyche needed murder, so. Anyway, so this is, we believe, our last episode until break. That's the plan. Yeah, of the season 3, right? Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. And I was looking back at my notes and I was like trying to find something. We haven't done a love list in a while. I was going to do that, but I had one day to get this together because of my own planning.
I don't know what this is. She kept telling me it's a surprise.
It's
and I'm
surprise.
Like, okay.
It was a surprise because I hadn't written it yet. So I was looking at my old notes. I was like, oh, we've done a lot of them. And there's some that like I'm holding for special occasions, so to speak. By the way, we forgot to do siblings again this year. Whoops. We'll try to catch them next April.
Eventually we'll get it. Bruce and Sarah, I would love to have both of you at the same time. That'd be hilarious.
That would be super fun. So I was looking through and I was like, oh, we had talked about before hobbies we love. And I picked puzzles because I love a puzzle. I didn't. So, like, I feel like children always play puzzles because you need both the
fine motor skills
and the
logic and...
Yeah, logic and, like, just... It clicks together really well for children. And then I didn't puzzle for, like, 22 years. And then now I'm puzzling hard. I tried during COVID and I completed 1.
I was like, I gave you, like, 5, and you're like, I did 1.
I did 1. I did really poorly. And then I am not a puzzle maniac, but I feel like I do a puzzle a month now. And Sharon's my dealer. And we'll get into that in a second.
I would say, I have some information for you then. Yeah. If you're wanting to do,
more puzzles. So I went through the history of puzzles because that's what I do. And then we can chat about, like, how we like to puzzle.
Sarah's going to love this.
Yes. I thought she might. So, to clarify, kind of like when I was talking about hockey, when I'm talking about puzzles, I'm talking about jigsaw puzzles, even though they weren't originally called jigsaw puzzles. They were just called puzzles. But like
cardboard pieces, they clip together, you put them on the flat surface.
Yes. But
we don't do 3D puzzles.
We don't do 3D puzzles. But we, like, when they first came out, it was just a puzzle because it was the only type of puzzle that existed. There wasn't multiple options. They started in Europe in 1700s. I think I do have an exact date. Basically, so they were all made of wood because cardboard didn't exist as a medium yet. And what they were is map makers would take their maps and they would take the wood and then glue the map onto it, which was made of some form of fabric. And then they would cut around the countries. So it wasn't a jigsaw. It was a map. And it was actually...
jigsaw would be the tool that they used to cut around.
It didn't exist yet.
Well, but
yes, it was. You are correct. You are not wrong. And it was literally designed to help children with geography, not geometry. Yeah. John Spilsbury gets the credit for the first commercial puzzle. 1766.
Okay.
Was when he... Oh, there's some arguments that say 67, so around 1766. My guess, if I was guessing, is it probably took him a while to do. And that trend continued for a little bit. Like, people were like, this guy's a genius. Look at what he's doing. So other map makers were doing similar things. As you can imagine, it was very expensive because people were handcrafting them out of wood. And, like, cardboard clicks together pretty well. I mean, it's firm cardboard. Wood clicks together really well, but only if you sand the edges and shave it down and make things pretty.
We do have some wood puzzles that we like a lot. So they're better than the cardboard ones.
They are significantly better.
I mean, other than the fact that if you barely move, it
the whole thing falls apart.
But they're more fun.
And also, these are big puzzles. Like they're big.
Walls.
Yes. Eventually, people were like, we could do the same thing with paintings, but we're still not thinking traditional jigsaw with the small pieces. We're relatively big pieces that are cut. I mean, not randomly, but not
and
in
also
the traditional
probably
square.
Closer to like board puzzles for children. Like, they fit into this specific spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are correct. So it was actually only in the mid 1820 era cardboard puzzles started. People hated them because the people who were doing puzzles were only the wealthy, and the wealthy were like, this is nonsense. Give me my wooden puzzle back.
Yeah, this is so thin and light. Get it out of here.
Basically, yeah. So that it was like kind of just abandoned. Like, I'm not saying, again, no one was doing it, but overall it was people who were doing this like as a craft, a big time craft. In 1855 is when the jigsaw saw was invented, and they still used it on exclusively wooden puzzles, but they were becoming the traditional shape that we're thinking. So like a square with, I don't know, like some of them are two innies, some of them are two outies, some's an outie and an innie.
I'm glad that you used that terminology because that's what I use too. And Sarah's like, I don't know what that means. And I'm like, the nubs. Like, I
don't know what to call them. Sometimes all four are in. Yeah, I don't know. So again, it wasn't like overnight people were like, oh, well, I hate the handcrafted ones. But the new jigsaw ones were more challenging and more fun, and they could make the pieces smaller.
And more easily accessible.
Yes, Still wooden, pretty much, but a lot more accessible. So when we were talking about luxury items, so in 1908, so we already had the jigsaw. A wooden jigsaw puzzle was $500. That's the equivalent of just shy of $1,800 now. Or excuse me, no, 18,000, not 1,800. Okay. Like these are very wealthy people purchasing them.
I was gonna say I don't even have something that would cost that.
No, that's a 5-year-old car. Only it's a puzzle. And obviously you were doing them over and over again.
My car is 20 years old, just to be clear.
So she could buy half a puzzle in 1908. Again, super luxury items. But also, think of the time frame, 1908. There were a lot of very wealthy people making, I'm going to use the word frivolous purchases. Like they could...
Rich people things.
Rich people things. If your daughter gets a new diamond necklace for each season, you can buy a puzzle. That's also around the time, like that number I gave you is around the time when cardboard puzzles started picking up heavily. And people were like, oh, this is super fun. Oh, cardboard isn't the end of the world, because you were starting to finally get a decent middle class.
Mass market,
yep. Also, I didn't write the exact time, but it's around this time when they started using dies. So the jigsaw wasn't literally sawing every piece. Like you could use the same general cutout for each one and mass producing. 2 main companies were making puzzles around here. The first one is Parker Brothers, which you might know because of Monopoly.
Games. Yeah.
They formed in 1883. They made their first puzzle in 1887. And they just went to town on it.
Sure.
And then in Europe, there was a company called Ravensburger.
Those are good puzzles.
Okay. So it's funny Sharon had that reaction. So they made their first puzzle, or they founded in 1883. They didn't make their first puzzle until 1960. They are now considered the Cadillac of cardboard puzzles.
They're good.
They are the biggest maker of puzzles in all of Europe, and apparently the best puzzles.
I mean, they're not the best puzzles, but they're up there.
Yeah. Apparently they are consistently good, and
they clip together better.
I could see. Well, they've been doing it for 85 years.
We really like White Mountain and Galleon, and I think Ebu. Those are a little bit more expensive, but they're good.
Yeah. Oh, well, and that was the other thing was both of these were designing puzzles to be, again, affordable for the middle class. We're no longer in the fancy wooden puzzles, although they're still being made, but like it's happening. What happens, unfortunately, shortly after this is a Great Depression. So people were enjoying puzzles, but they had other things to do with their lives because we're in the 1920s and it's roaring, right? Like, but no, seriously, like cinema's becoming a thing. Radio is really taking off. Dances are happening. There are gatherings. There's all this money flowing.
More visible audio, like
Yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah, tons of entertainment. Mass producing of paperback books, mass producing of, yes, I know, right? Books. And not magazines, yes, but also comic books. Like all kinds of mediums are flowing like crazy. Great Depression hits. All kind of just stops. Like, again, magazines, comic books still exist. But for the most part, I mean, you can reread a book, but you've already read it. Puzzles become popular because you can keep doing the puzzle.
And it's
always a challenge. Yeah, I've redone puzzles before. And yeah, it's slightly easier the second time.
Sure.
Only because you kind of remember what the picture is, even though it's on the box. But with the book, once you've read the twist, maybe you'll enjoy reading it for the plot, but like the mass producing of paperbacks where you're just trying to enjoy the story kind of really settled. I thought this was interesting. So during the Great Depression, people were so hard up for entertainment that companies were doing small puzzles, like 100-piece puzzles, as advertisement. So you want to buy some cigarettes? You can buy your cigarettes, but like we're going to put out 200 puzzles with a picture of the cigarettes on it, but it's free, so you don't care what it is. Also, I thought this was really cool. They did puzzle series, same deal, really small ones. They were about 25 cents a month, 25 cents a week, so about the equivalent of buying a magazine. So do you buy a magazine or do you buy a puzzle series? Like, pretty fun. They were sold at newsstands. Like, again, they were small. We're not talking 500-piece puzzles, but super fun. This was the last time puzzles peaked until COVID.
I was going to say.
They almost died off completely after the Great Depression.
Really?
They had, these companies still exist, obviously, but they really went down in popularity. It was kind of an old lady hobby, so to speak, and probably because those were people who had done it in the 30s who were like, I still enjoy a puzzle.
I
it reminds
remember
me
this pastime.
Yeah. They also got cooler. That's kind of funny to say that. They started doing the irregular shapes where not every puzzle was made this. Even the mass-produced puzzles weren't made all the same.
Everything has 4 sides. Just depends how many nubs it's got.
Yeah, exactly. And I say that puzzles died off. The fancy ones went through some changes, but they actually managed to stay in business. Our fancy wooden ones, because there's a handful of rich people during the Depression. But after the Depression, the wooden ones really fall off, is what happened. They almost completely disappear until the late 2020s. I think that's funny. If you had been looking for a wooden puzzle in the 90s, you probably wouldn't have been able to find one unless someone was selling one that they already existed. They popped off during COVID like crazy. People started liking the wooden ones. People started redoing the cardboard ones. And that's also where 3D became popular. And
because I remember when I was a kid, so probably early to mid 90s, we had a 3D puzzle, but it was foam board, and it was of the Titanic.
Interesting.
Why or how we got it, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But it took us forever to put it together.
And I feel like models were really popular in the 90s, and I feel like that kind of...
Yeah, it was probably a...
replaced models. 3D puzzles have replaced models, because I almost never hear anyone about doing a model car anymore. But I'm not saying they don't exist, but...
that's just not our...
not our jam. But yeah, post-COVID, wooden is super back. You can buy them on Amazon, and they're cool, or you can buy them on... So I was going to buy one for my mom for Christmas. I got her a $25 puzzle. I looked, though. They have $200 puzzles that are gorgeous, and I can't even imagine the quality. It's got to be crazy. I just didn't have $200 to spend on a puzzle. But they're super neat, and I don't have the exact numbers because we're not that far out of COVID. Obviously, the popularity went back down, but we're in a puzzle revival. Unlike the Depression, where it went it's it kind of did almost a bell curve. It peaked really far, and now it's tapered off, and it's straight instead of going down. Sorry, I was losing my balance. That was a really long pause.
I was like, did she?
Well, I just have, like, what do you like about puzzles was my question.
The designs. I like it when they have a lot of different colors, because
Me
then it's
too.
almost like you can section it out. I'm not like one for a landscape. I'm not going to do a puzzle like that. I want, like, there's one we have that we do a lot that's like almost office supplies. So like there's colored pencils in different colors here, and then there are markers here, and then there are like other textured things here, and like, so like I like sectioned colors. And
I like that too. Well, the one I just bought that I showed you, I mean, it's flowers, but I got it because I'm like, oh, I'll be able to do the different flowers. I've only bought a handful, but the one I bought that was the United States. It's a map of the United States, but it's got every state flower on it. And I picked it because I'm like, oh, I'll be able to see the different flowers, and they're all different colors, and they're really cool patterns. And even like the one I did was like, some looked like they were watercolor and some looked like they were hand drawn. Like it wasn't just one texture throughout. And I thought that was neat.
And now that we're talking about them, I realize I said galleon. It's Gallison.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter.
But Sarah would have, so. So Sharon's sister really, really, really likes puzzles. That's why Sharon's my puzzle dealer, because they have them. So I just do them after they've been done.
She's partial to 1,000 piece, so it's hard when...
I know.
Because you don't like over 500, really, right?
No, like I can do 1,000 pieces, but it's just me and I'm slow. So 1,000 pieces is going to take me a month easily.
If I had my choice, I would go to like 300, because it's not going to take me a long time. I can do it. I can get it done with. I can put it away.
Yeah. I think I was thinking about this the other day. We're getting into the summer months. I'm probably going to stick to small ones just because I am going to be doing a lot more. But like in winter, and I have a table I can just leave mine out on, and so do you guys. Like in the winter, I'm just watching shows and doing puzzles and like there's literally nothing else to do.
Cozy vibes.
Cozy vibes, yeah. So those little ones are going to be good for summer, and I probably won't do as many, but I find them very peaceful. I legitimately can forget about stuff while I'm doing, like, it really clears my mind, which is nice, because a lot of my hobbies don't necessarily, like...
Yeah, like reading.
Yeah.
You have to focus, or you're not going to absorb your information, whereas, like, a puzzle, you don't need to absorb. Does this go together? Nope. Okay,
it's a challenge, but it's not... Yeah, I do that a lot. It's a challenge, but it's not a focus challenge. And, like, baking doesn't take enough of my mind, so I can still think thoughts. But puzzling takes just enough that I can't be like, what's for dinner tomorrow night, blah, 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 because I'm puzzling, but it's not like I'm trying to figure out the nuclear codes. If it doesn't work there, it'll work somewhere else.
Shout out Voyager's Coffee in Robinson.
Yes.
For doing the puzzle races. We've only done one, and it was the first one, and we won, but, you know.
I wasn't there. It's fine. I'm really slow, and I'm not very good at team playing in puzzles.
Sarah was, like, freaking out when we were almost done, because I was, like, trying to fit the piece, and I couldn't get it in there the right way, and she goes, I just dropped it, because she's like,
I'll just do it. It's fine.
Calm down.
I'll just do it. My mother, bless her sweet little heart. So I'll have a puzzle on the table, and she comes to let my dog out at least once a week for me, or she used to, and she'll just do as much as she can, and then when she gets stuck, she's like, I did some pieces. And I'm like, it's so great. It's so great to have puzzle help.
So Sarah's the opposite. She doesn't want people touching her puzzle, unless it's like we're doing it at a family gathering or something. But like, Dad will come over to do something, and he'll sit by the table, and he'll just be like,
I think that goes there.
And he'll just start doing it. She'll walk in and be like, are you doing my puzzle?
I do get selfishly, what's the word? Possessive if I'm almost done. Sometimes I'll just like, if I have 20 pieces left, I'm like, I'm just going to finish it. I don't want Mom to finish it for me. Like, I want the satisfaction of that last click. But if I have 200 pieces.
Yeah, Sarah likes to put the piece in, the last piece, and then she runs her hands over it.
I always leave it sitting out for at least a day.
And then she takes a picture of it and sends it to different people, but like...
I do the pictures too. I have a lot of random pictures in my phone now that are just
and
puzzles.
Then when we take a puzzle apart...
I like it.
We put the edges in a bag because obviously we do the edges first. And if you don't have to sort through the whole puzzle just to find all the edge pieces...
No, it's not cheating because all you've done is sorted. The only thing you can't do is put it together with pieces still together, like, or put it up with pieces still together.
I make sure and take every single piece. Sarah, like, does this weird thing, and sometimes they stick together, and I'm like, no.
I always break it up if I have them stuck together. Because I will say, when I did my 1,000 piece, the only one I've done by myself, I got annoyed just like flipping them. I was like, this is not fun. This is not why I chose a puzzle.
Yeah. So when I'm doing a puzzle, I like to be able to see the pieces.
Yeah, we have to flip them all.
And Sarah,
and then sort them.
Sarah leaves them in the box, and she just like,
no,
like she looks for like, I don't know what she looks for, the colors, I don't know, but yeah, I
have to have them all laid out.
I want them laid out. I want to be able to see them. Okay, I know this piece goes right here exactly. Like, I usually don't pick up a piece of a puzzle unless I know where I'm putting it.
Well, I will try and fail, but I couldn't do what Sarah does now. I do think sometimes I get a little goofy because I do the edges first, but I then usually pick something in the middle that I like and go out from that. Because I'm like, I'm not going to go from the edges out. Like, other
if it
than
has
outline.
words, I go for words first.
If it's a painting, the signature of the painter in the corner, I can usually get done. People, if there's any people.
So, like, I have some that are, the box looks like an old VHS tape from Blockbuster, and it's like a movie poster. So, like, I'll pick out this person and work on that person.
Same. And I remember doing, like I said, a handful of puzzles growing up. But I think part of it was we didn't have a place where we just laid them out. Like, we had to leave them at the table. That, too. I will say, I had that wooden puzzle you gave me for Christmas, the German Shepherd one, and I opened all the windows without thinking, and it blew on the floor. And I was devastated. And I was like, what if I don't have all the pieces? And I do. I put them out. I put it together. I was like, I never thought about wind being the enemy.
Those are light pieces.
Well, and I didn't think it was that windy. And it wasn't even a consideration when I laid it out. But the dangers of puzzles. I know some people put them together and, like, put them in their, like, seal them and
some
put them
people
up.
Seal them.
Or put them in a frame.
Some people only do puzzles once. I'm like, why would you do that? That's such a waste.
Yeah. I will say, I feel like I need at least a year between doing
it again.
Yeah.
So back to what I was going to say earlier. There's completing the puzzle where they send you puzzles in the mail. And I think
like
you
a
can,
subscription?
Yeah. And then you do it and then you send it back. But it, like, has a laminated sheet and it comes in bags and...
Well, that's neat.
So you might try that.
That might be useful.
I don't know how much it is, but Sarah does it.
Yeah. Because I agree that the ones I like, I definitely like. But sometimes I do a puzzle and I was like,
right,
it's fine. I don't really have. I did one at Christmas it was completely fine and it was free. More importantly, it was like chocolate, like different types of chocolate, and it was fun. But I wasn't like, I want to do that every Christmas.
I feel like a puzzle is something that's more fun when you're doing it with people.
Generally, yes. My husband doesn't enjoy them, fun fact. Shocker, I know. Not his jam. Though he says that, and the big teddy bear, every time I go, come look at my puzzle, he trots right in and goes, good job.
It's only slightly condescending.
No, he does. He's like, good job doing something I don't care about. Like, I mean, he's not mean about it.
I could never.
Yeah, basically. I feel the same way about video games. He'll finish a video game. I'm like, good job beating those fake people. Like, way to hang in there. It's not my jam. I'm going to do my puzzle. Sometimes he does video game while I puzzle. And it's like, what's that? Like, companion play or whatever. I'm like, this is great. Look, I got a piece. He's like, I shot a guy. Different skill sets. But yeah, old lady hobby, like, definitely one of my top ones. I'm actually kind of angry that I enjoy it, but I do enjoy it. I remember not one of the first puzzles I did, but I did a puzzle. I was 19, so I don't know if you were in Robinson. You might have been at school because I was going to LTC. There was
I was going to say, if you were 19,
it was one of the polar vortexes.
I would have been at school.
Maybe I was only 18 because I was still at LTC. Anyway, it was the polar vortex, and my parents were on a trip out of town, like different state. Like, they were out of town, and my grandma made me come over to her house. She would have been like 87. I don't know what her plan was. I assume it was just like, if the power goes off, I know where my granddaughter is. Like, we're going to
if
freeze
the power
together.
goes out, she can do all the running for me.
Yeah. Like, they wouldn't even let me drive. They sent my uncle to pick me up. And I was like, I can, like, it hasn't started snowing yet, guys. But we did a puzzle because my grandparents didn't have internet, or they had a TV, but it only did Channel 10 weather. Like, that didn't do anything. I had a smartphone, but I didn't have unlimited internet. So I was like, okay, this is going to be a long... I had my computer for school. I was like, I can only do so much. We did an entire 1,000-piece puzzle, and we didn't do it all at the same time. It was like as we'd pass through the room, because it was on their dining room table that they weren't using. Like, it was just for guests, and I wasn't a guest at the time. Just a granddaughter. And my grandpa couldn't see at that point, and my other uncle's colorblind, so it was mostly me and my grandma. But also imagine doing a puzzle while colorblind.
Winston.
Shout out to him. Yeah, like it's much, much harder, I'm sure. So it was fun. Good times. Good memories. I don't even remember what it was. It was something silly. But I remember doing it. Polar vortex. First polar vortex I remember. I'm sure we had other ones, and now we have them 5 times a year. But anyway, so I love puzzles. Yeah. I do love doing puzzles with people I love. I'm just not very good at it. It's a skill set. I'm working on it. All right, I guess that's where we leave off the year. the year of June.
Yeah. We don't know yet when we'll see you again. It depends. I mean, the plan is always a month, but things happen sometimes. And
yeah.
Especially last year.
Yeah. We took an extra long break. Valid.
Yeah. Okay, well.
All right.
Love you.
Love you.